We're here at Roach Farm and Garden. It's St. Patrick's season. Got ducklings and bunnies. Even got the brooders, pens, hutches, feed, and all the accessories to raise them up right. Rhode Island Red, Broad Rock layer chicks. And to treat your yard already existing, we've got all the weed killers and fertilizer you can buy. Time to put out salt blocks, we got them in stock. Still got time to plant trees, we have persimmon, sawtooth, peach, pear, apple, even got muscadine and blueberry bushes. We got something for everybody. Still feeding deer, we carry ADM, Antler Extreme, 4S, and 4S Draw. Still got corn at $5.95 a bag. Planting a garden, we got new plants arriving daily, and a greenhouse full of started veggies, not to mention any seeds you need. Full line of Carhartt clothing, we even got select Carhartt pants, $25. Look for a full line of twisted boots coming soon. Having yard problems? We got all the grass seeds you need. So come see us at Roach Farm and Gardens. We got 2 locations, Wrightsville and Dublin.
Hi, this is Phil Best. I'm here in Dublin City Hall, and this is a call meeting, an emergency special call meeting for the City Council to discuss a declaration of ordinance regarding COVID-19 pandemic. We're teleconferencing in our City Council. And just to let you know what we're going to do, we're going to give an invocation and the pledge to the flag, and then we'll discuss the agenda item. So if you would, let's stand, the ones that are here, and ask Josh Powell, our city attorney, to say the invocation, and then we'll say the pledge to the flag.
Bow your heads, please. Dear Lord, we ask for your mercy and grace over us as we deliberate today and do the business of the city of Dublin. We ask for your guidance and protection over our citizens, over our state, over our country, and over this world. Lord, we ask that you would provide the answers that we need to be able to do your will. Lord, we ask that you guide our decisions that are made here today, and we ask that you continue to protect us. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, again, council, if you would, Blake is about to call the roll. If you would answer to the affirmative if you're here, and then keep in mind when you're not talking, please mute your phone. If you want to talk, just unmute it and we'll hear what you got to say, but it helps with the background. Thank you. Go ahead, Blake.
Councilman Bill Brown.
Here.
Councilman Bill Jones.
Say it again.
Councilman Benny Jones.
Councilman Billy Jones is here.
Okay.
Councilman Bill Smith.
Same here. Councilman Bill Brown's here as well. Councilman Smith's here.
Councilman Curtis Edwards.
Curtis Edwards.
Yes, sir. Curtis Edwards is here.
Okay.
Councilman Paul Griggs.
Paul Griggs.
I'm here.
Councilman Chris Smith.
Chris Smith.
Councilman Chris Smith here.
Okay.
Councilman Jerry Davis.
Councilman Jerry Davis.
Jerry Davis is here.
Okay. Thank you. We've got 100% attendance. Appreciate that very much. Please don't get tired. This is the first time we've done this, so I don't want to sound repetitive, but please remember to keep your phones muted unless you want to speak, because we are picking up some background noise. Okay, we have said the invocation and the pledge, and we're here to discuss one item, discussion and or action on a declaration and ordinance regarding COVID-19 pandemic. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask City Manager Lance Jones to give us a little background information on this and hit the highlights of the ordinance, and then we'll open it up for questions or comments.
Okay, everybody, I'm going to say a lot more than I normally do on one of these ordinances, but I'm still going to cut it down and give you the highlights because I know this is what everybody's wanting to hear. Of course, this will be immediately posted on our Facebook page for everybody. We have not posted this yet, have we? The draft is not. So it's not a law till council votes on it. So we haven't posted it yet, but it'll be available, and any questions you have, please call City Hall. This is an emergency declaration and ordinance number 20-06, a declaration of a state of emergency arising because of COVID-19, an ordinance taking immediate emergency measures by the mayor and council of the city of Dublin. All right, we got a lot of whereases. I'm not going to go over those with you. If you've read a law, you know there are a lot of findings beforehand. Those are all incorporated into our ordinance. The mayor and council hereby declare a public health state of emergency within the city of Dublin because of the proliferation of COVID-19 in the United States and the state of Georgia, which will remain in force and effect until April 7th, 2020 at 12 noon, unless continued by further action of the mayor and council or by city manager as provided. During the duration of the declared ordinance, there will be no public gatherings on any property owned or controlled by the city whatsoever. That includes city parks. A public gathering means organized gathering or assembly of multiple persons at one location. Property owned by the city includes any park, public square, public place, playground, recreation area, similar place, but that does not prohibit individuals or families from using sidewalks or pedestrian areas for walking or other exercise, as long as there's no organized gathering. Riverview Golf Course and the Country Club Golf Course will remain open for use by the public as long as participants maintain a 6-foot personal space while in use and there's no group of more than 10 golfers together. For the duration of this emergency, the city manager has various powers to run the city and make changes in our internal policies. The deadlines for obtaining occupation tax certificates, permits, or similar approvals by the city are told for the time during this emergency. Now, if you've got a state license, you need to consult the state. But if you've got a city license, like your city occupation tax certificate, still need to pay those, but we're kind of waiving the deadline. It'll come back in after this emergency is over. Restaurants and other eating and dining establishments where food is served shall cease offering dine-in services, but may continue preparing and offering food to customers via delivery, drive-through, or takeout services. Patrons, employees, and contractors of the establishments must maintain at least 6 feet of personal distances between themselves as much as possible given the constraints of the premises. If a restaurant is licensed to sell beer and wine for on-private premises consumption, such restaurant during the effective date of this ordinance only shall be authorized to sell unopened bottles or cans of beer or wine for takeout. It has to be unopened. These are the closures of certain businesses: gyms, fitness centers, indoor amusement facilities, bowling alleys, pool halls, theaters, massage parlors, nail salons, hair and beauty salons, barbershops, nightclubs, bars, reception halls, and any other similar facility open to the general public shall close and remain closed for business during the duration of this emergency. Personal distance in grocery stores, pharmacies, and other businesses which remain open, they must post signage on their doors informing the public to keep at least 6 feet of personal distance between themselves and others as much as possible. Anything that remains open is strongly encouraged to establish and implement procedures for regular cleaning and maintenance of frequently contact services and police the direct 6-foot personal distances around all patrons. You got to look around if you're open and see, make sure your patrons are staying 6 feet apart. All public and private gatherings of more than 10 people occurring outside of a household are prohibited. Nothing in this ordinance prohibits the gathering of individuals for the purpose of carrying on business certified as essential by the Georgia Emergency Management Agency as designated by the governor if it's critical infrastructure. So you'll have to look at the governor's order to see if you're listed as critical infrastructure. The mayor and council are not ordering a shelter in place at this time. However, they strongly encourage all citizens to remain in their homes and only leave when necessary. A citizen exhibiting signs of illness, whether cough, fever, sore throat, or the like, any combination thereof, should remain in their home for this emergency until such time as the symptoms have subsided or you feel the need to go to the doctor. But call first before you go to the doctor. There is a curfew established from 10 to 6. I'm going to read this one because I know you're interested in this also. Curfew is imposed from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., effective immediately for each day during the effective dates of the emergency declaration made herein. Residents, unless exempt individuals is defined, Residents, unless exempt individuals as defined herein, shall remain in their homes or on their property during the curfew period. Individuals subject to this curfew shall not leave their property during the curfew period. Exempt individuals from curfew imposed herein includes those engaged in the provision of designated essential services such as fire, law enforcement, medical and hospital services, military services, utility emergency repairs, persons seeking emergency medical services or hospital services, individuals traveling to and from their jobs with appropriate identification, individuals engaged in the delivery of food, medicine, medical supplies, fuel, including but not limited to the restocking of grocery stores, pharmacies, and convenience stores. News media employees, designated employees or agents of businesses designated by the Georgia Emergency Management Agency as essential, persons providing necessary care of companion animals in the custody and care of an animal shelter, boarding facility, or kennel, critical infrastructure business and employees is designated by the governor, identified by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, and any person actively involved in a medical or otherwise life-threatening emergency. This emergency ordinance and prohibitions may be enforced by any law enforcement officer of this state. And the effective date of this ordinance is 10 p.m. on the date of its adoption, and it will remain in effect until April 7th, 2020 at 12 noon. So it begins 10 o'clock tonight, remains in effect until April 7th, 2020 at 12 o'clock noon.
Hi, I'm Jeff Cannon, President of Citizens Bank of Lawrence County. When we began looking for a location for our second Dublin banking office, the historic Henry Building looked like the perfect spot, because Dublin and Lawrence County is our focus, and making banking easier and more convenient for our customers is our goal. Citizens Bank of Lawrence County, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
A local full-service community bank offering quality banking services. Citizens Bank of Lawrence County, now open in downtown Dublin.
You're not gonna do it? Come on. Just one time. He loves music and books. Don't you? You do. So I remember right before I was went to sleep, I was just praying, you know, and I was like, God, please don't let me wake up to bad news about my baby. It was just a huge blessing because, you know, I mean, I've never met these people before. This is my first child, and I mean, they were like family.
What would you say to one of the nurses if they were here now?
I would
hold that. Because there is one over here.
Oh.
How are you? Good. Hi, Brax.
So what was I saying? What would you say to one of the nurses if they were here?
I would just say thank you. I wasn't gonna do this. You know, I know that you were just doing your job, so to speak, but you gave me everything.
Riverview Golf Course, located on the beautiful Oconee River, is open to the public 7 days a week from 7 till 7, and you can play all day for just $25. Riverview Golf Course opened in the spring of 1977 and has been enjoyed by thousands since. Come on out to Riverview Golf Course today off Highway 19 at Riverview Drive, just 2 miles off I-16, exit 54. Riverview Golf Course in Dublin, making memories every day.
We will certainly, after here, when we get through here, we're going to talk to the paper and to TV 35. We also want to open this up now to council for comments and or action on this proposed emergency declaration of ordinance and ordinance. If you would, council, if anyone would like to unmute their phone and ask questions, discussion, or make a motion, now's the time to do that.
This is Jerry Davis. People that have appointments to go to different places like medical facilities. I got an appointment to take my vehicle to the dealership for repair. I'm not supposed to do that now, right?
Only between the curfew, only during the curfew.
Anytime outside of, Jerry, if it's not between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m., you can.
Okay, well, they don't schedule them that time.
Yeah, so you're in good shape.
So okay, I got you. I got you, Phil. That's
Okay,
good.
thank you.
I have a question, Councilman Jones.
Go ahead, Mr. Jones.
Hello?
Can you hear us?
I hear you.
Okay.
I have a question now. Does this ordinance prohibit church gatherings? So we'll know, for the faith-based community to have an understanding?
More than 10 people.
More than 10 people, yes.
More than 10 people, yes.
Would it be outside and inside, or just inside?
It's outside and inside, is my understanding, and the way it's interpreted, yes.
Hey, this is Chris Miller. I have a question
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Chris.
about all the factories and warehouses. Are they good to go, or how does that work?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Well, this is Paul Griggs. I have a question about section number 6. Is that limited to a number of people or just a 6-foot distance?
No dine-in.
No dine-in whatsoever. That's for the employees working in there. All the dine-in services will be suspended.
Okay, but I mean, if they employ 12 people, for example, that's fine as long as they can maintain the 6 feet?
That's right.
That is correct.
Okay, just want to check. Thank you.
Councilman Jones, I have a question.
I'm sorry, say it again.
Councilman Jones with another question.
All right, go ahead, Benny.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, are you on a speakerphone or are you on your regular phone?
I'm on my regular phone.
Okay, we're getting you, but it's breaking up a little bit, but go ahead.
Yeah, y'all breaking up too.
Now, I have a question. I sent out the email. I'm just trying to understand the barbershop that people have been sold and they want to do appointment only. How would that, what would do about that?
Well, the right now, the way the ordinance reads, it would suspend all barbershops, beauty shops, and hair salons. And the thinking there from across the state pretty well, and from the health department too, is it would be impossible to have a 10-foot barrier or 6-foot barrier and cut somebody's hair or fix somebody's hair. Plus you would have that human contact on, say, 10 different people in an hour. So you'd have a lot of human contact, and you would have, and you couldn't maintain the barrier that's in place.
All right.
Okay.
Jerry Davis with another question. I understand we have the closure of 30 businesses, which the beauty salon and the barbers fall into, with the stimulus package coming up with these self-employed people. Is to be any recourse for them with the loss of income that they would incur? And I don't know how you would confirm that, but out that question.
Well, there's a couple of things there, and this one would be one thing they need to check on their personal insurance policy or their business insurance policy and see if they have a loss of income clause in there for that. And they may not. I'm not suggesting that they do. But the other thing is there are state and federal programs that are forthcoming that are my understanding is are supposed to address small businesses that are viable businesses now. They're going to do something to try to make them, I wouldn't say whole, but they're going to try to do something to supplement those businesses. Those programs will be forthcoming through the different agencies, state and federal, and you guys chime in if you know more than that.
No, I know the Small Business Administration is working on a lot of things, but that's
Mayor, this is Council Brown.
Let me ask you to
already available.
Okay, go ahead.
Already available to is the SBA is some disaster relief. Business owners can apply to SBA.gov. And there are plans out there available already that folks are applying for. So that may be where the small business in particular, or those out there may seek help as well already before even the stimulus package is passed on.
Okay. Did you hear that, Councilman Davis?
You were breaking up. Is there a way that you can get? If I was breaking up, is there a way we can get that and put that also out on our Facebook page? We'll hang about that.
Absolutely. We'll make sure that that's done. We'll make sure that right after this we'll get it on there.
That's just enough.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Do I hear a motion to?
Yeah, I guess I got one more. How would this be enforced?
Till April the 7th.
I mean, how will we enforce that? Will our police be riding around, monitoring this?
Yes.
Yes.
Do what now?
Yes. The answer to your question is yes.
The police will be riding around monitoring it.
That's right.
Okay.
And April 7th, we will look at it again, and if we need to continue it, we will. You know, things are changing so fast. They're changing by the day and the hour. So we'll just monitor it and make adjustments accordingly. Less strenuous or more strenuous, according to what needs to happen.
It's Chevy Truck Month at Dublin Chevrolet. Drop by Dublin Chevrolet for our tremendous Chevy Truck Month savings.
Drive this Traverse for only $29,995.
At Dublin Chevrolet, you get more truck for your money.
And more money for your truck.
Drive the new Blazer for only $31,900.
A great deal doesn't take luck, just to visit the Dublin Chevrolet. Call, click, or come see us.
Dublin Chevrolet, the only dealer you will ever need.
Where's my green jacket?
The City of Dublin's Natural Gas Department is offering a $1,000 rebate on the purchase of a natural gas, stove, furnace and tank or tankless water heater for new construction homes or if you're remodeling your home. Individual rebates include natural gas tankless, up to $400 rebate and free gas service installation. Natural gas tank, free 40-gallon or $200 rebate on other sizes, free gas service installation. Natural gas furnace, $200 rebate. Natural gas stove, $100 rebate. Natural gas dryer, $100 rebate. Natural gas grill, $100 rebate. Natural gas logs, $100 rebate. Maximum yearly rebate? No maximum. Save now. Save later. Call the City of Dublin Natural Gas at 277-5048.
There's a new place for senior care. A place with 24-hour valet service and a boutique salon. A place with all-day arts and crafts. It even has a day spa. A place that's so much like home because, well, it is home. Home Instead Senior Care, when you need personalized care in the comfort of home.
Any other questions? Do I hear a motion to approve the ordinance?
So moved.
Mr. Griggs, is that you?
Second.
Who's the second, Mr. Brown?
Yes, that was me.
We got a motion by Mr. Griggs and a
Second
second by
from Mr.
Mr. Brown that we approve the ordinance. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Those opposed? Let's call the roll since we're on the phone, guys, and I'm gonna do it here and then you can, record it. I'm gonna call the roll because y'all can hear me a little better than you can Blake on the phone. Councilman Smith, Councilman Chris Smith.
Yes.
Councilman Gerald Smith.
Yes.
Councilman Jerry Davis.
Yes.
Councilman Paul Griggs.
Yes.
Councilman Curtis Edwards. Councilman Curtis Edwards. Councilman Benny Jones.
Yes.
Councilman Bill Brown.
Yes.
Okay, and let me ask one more time, Councilman Curtis Edwards. I'm assuming he dropped up. Okay, he got a yes. We got a yes on Curtis.
It just came on there.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so that carries unanimously, 7-0, Mr. Daniels. I want to first thank you guys for coming together in such short notice. I can assure you and the audience that there's been a tremendous amount of research done in this, both with other cities and with health officials across the state. And we certainly don't take this lightly. We don't take closing businesses lightly. None of us like this, but it's something that I think will keep us all healthy and it's for the bigger good, and I hope we'll do better for it. I would like to ask Robert Jefferson, who is here in attendance, and Brooke Reagan, I'd like to thank y'all for being here, but I'd also like to ask Mr. Jones, it's probably we're gonna have to have some more of these meetings. So if we could check into the technology here and try to get something a little better than this, the council needs to hear us better and we need to hear them better. It needs to flow better. If we could check on that for y'all. Okay. Any other discussion? Council, do you have any comments you'd like to make?
Hey. Yeah, let me ask you a question. This is Chris. On the grocery stores, why wouldn't we go ahead and limit those to let's say online orders or calling pickups as well, just like restaurants? Because there's heavy traffic and a lot of people come to grocery stores now.
Well, the thinking there. I'm sorry. Go ahead. The thinking there is we've got to have groceries. Even if we declare 100% shelter at home, that nobody can leave homes, the grocery stores are staying open. Now, there are some things that we could do potentially as far as requiring X amount of people in the store at the time, or some other things that we're looking into, and the grocery store owners are receptive to that. But for the time being, if you cut out the groceries, we'd be in a mess.
All right.
And let me say, in our research, that has not been recommended by anybody yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying, I know at Walmart we have like online ordering, and we take groceries out the car. So
that's what we need to try to encourage everyone to do. That's a very good point, Chris. We need to, anybody that can do the online ordering and the pickup, because the less you stay around crowds, the better off you are.
All right.
Any other comments?
Maybe we should put that on our website.
Yeah, we can do that. Certainly can.
Yeah, I think that's Jerry Davis. I think that's the most efficient way to do stuff. But you still have that elderly population that do not have access to it. And we need to find out a way that we could assist them, and that way we all could order in advance and have them bring it out to the car. But until we could get that resolved, we need to make some way that those people would be able to have access to grocery shopping.
One thing we can do.
This is Paul.
I'm sorry.
This is Paul. I know at Kroger they have a 1 hour before they open for the elderly. From 7 to 8, they can shop without anybody else in there.
Yeah, we had the same at Walmart, 6 to 7.
Yeah, on 2, I thought so.
And y'all, if I could.
Well, I think if we publicize, this is Jerry Davis. I think if we publicize that to let them know that we are accommodating them also, I think that would be a good suggestion.
Yeah, I think it'd be good for us to have any kind of public, Brooke Reagan is listening, Jerry, but I think anything we can do that is a community service and save things like that, I think it would be good. Do we still have our television channel too?
No.
We don't have that. Okay, well, we can do it on Facebook and we'll try to publicize it as much as we can. And also you've got the Dublin City Police Department is working hard to deliver to the elderly. So, and they've even publicized their number on their Facebook page that if you will call them, they will help get you groceries or anything that you need. And I know our church is doing that as well, First United Methodist Church. So that's another thing. If we can find these entities that are doing that, it'd be good to put that out there. Any other comments? If not, we will close the council meeting, and thanks again, guys, for coming in on this very short notice, and thanks for your leadership in doing something that is not going to be the most popular with everyone, but it will be for the good of the public. So we appreciate y'all's service and your leadership, and we'll try to get this technology better by the next council meeting.
There are many ways to rejuvenate at Tafara's in Dublin. In addition to our boutique and eyelash and eyebrow services, we offer nourishing and exfoliating facial cleanses for clear, hydrated, younger looking skin. Colon hydrotherapy. This is a large form of an enema method of removing waste and toxins from the body to boost energy and has been known to enhance your immune system while shedding pounds. Red light therapy. Tafara offers this simple, safe alternative to liposuction. The LipoMelt treatment is 100% non-invasive and doesn't cause side effects or bruising. Clients have been known to see inches melt away, often in just one session. Also, ladies, be sure to come in and ask about our yoni treatments. Tafara has many options available to help you look and feel amazing. Tafara is located in the Dublin Mall.